Alright, so in the past few videos, I've been talking about how you can pretty much use food and exercise to alter yourself on a cellular level so that you have more energy, you think more clearly, you melt fat and gain muscle. So you're probably wondering, okay, it all sounds amazing, but really, how do you do that? What are we doing in the new era of health that sends fat burning signals, that sends muscle gaining signals, and that really reprograms your brain and genes? So in this video, we're going to go over that briefly, talk about some of the exercise that we do. Now, the first thing that we do in the new era of health is what I say this is the most alpha exercise for just alpha exercise in general. It's going to boost your mental alertness, beauty, and strength. And that workout is sprints. Now, sprints are going to do this for a few reasons. The first is after you do a sprint session, you're going to boost your human growth hormone and testosterone, which is going to help you gain muscle, recover quicker. But it's also going to help you get more oxygen delivered to your brain. And basically that's going to help you think more clearly. So right then and there, you're already going to be boosting your human growth hormone, testosterone, going to help you gain muscle. It's going to help you think more clearly. And it's actually going to do one more thing. And that one thing is melt fat. Now, before we go into the reason why this happens, I want you to think about sprinters in general. Whenever you see them probably in high school or college or whatever, they're shredded. They're super low body fat. Now, why is that? Well, it actually comes back down to evolution. You see, as you likely know, we adapt in order to survive. That's why when you tan, your skin gets darker. What's really happening is your body is adapting from the stress to the sunlight and getting darker so that next time it won't be damaged as much. That's even why you're able to gain muscle. You're applying stress to your body, breaking down your muscle fibers. It's going to recover, then adapt and get stronger. So to bring this back to sprints, when we sprinted as hunters and gatherers, having excess body fat could have costed us our lives. So basically when we sprint, we're sending signals to our body to melt fat because obviously we adapt in order to survive. Now the next type of workout that we do in the new era of health to help you shred fat, stay lean, and feel better and increase your longevity and health is cardio. But we don't do standard cardio workouts. You see, most people train with the mentality of no pain, no gain. And they go ham on their run, thinking that it's going to help them lose more fat. But the reality is it's having the opposite effect. Not only is it unhealthy, we'll get into that in a second, but it's not efficient for fat loss. When you first start any form of cardio, you're going to be in aerobics, which by definition means with oxygen. But as you increase the intensity of your workout, you're going to switch to anaerobics, which by definition means without oxygen. The reason why this is important is because you need oxygen to use fat for energy. So when you train with that no pain, no gain mentality, you're going to be going into anaerobics, which means you're not using fat for energy. You're using your glycogen, you're using your glycogen for energy. It's not efficient for fat loss, and on top of it, it's not good for your health. A lot of endurance athletes, like these marathoners in general, they have a lot of heart issues, like heart arrhythmia, which is when their heart beats too fast, too slow, or just irregularly. They have heart attacks. It's just not healthy to go in this extreme intense. There are times where you're going to want to be in anaerobics, but for general health and fat loss, you want to be in aerobics, which is why in the new era of health, we do slow aerobic cardio for extreme fat loss. So we do sprints, we do cardio, and then obviously we do weightlifting, but again, we make sure that you're targeting your body in a way that it's never been targeted before. This makes it so that you don't hit plateaus and that you're constantly gaining muscle and doing it quickly and efficiently. And one of the other main things is we only lift weights 3 times a week. Occasionally we do 4 lifts a week, but really the reason why we do this is you gain muscle quicker when you just do the 3 to 4 times a week, ideally 3 times a week. And the reason is because there's muscular and neurological recovery. I know people are saying as long as you hit different body parts, you can lift back-to-back days. But you're forgetting the neurological adaptations. When you first started lifting weights, you're probably getting beginner gains. You're gaining muscle at an insane rate that does not last. Why is that? It's because of neurological adaptions. Tough one to say there. But it's that neuro recovery that's really big for gaining muscle, which is why we only lift 3 days a week. Now, to continue this and do some of the other things we do for fat loss is we build the metabolic state to use your physical fat off your body for energy. This has profound benefits. Basically, the first one is that you're going to shred through your fat. You hear about these people on the ketogenic diet, the paleo diet. they melt fat rapidly. It's because they're building the metabolic state to use the physical fat for energy. Now, besides fat loss, I'd say this is the biggest factor in how you feel, how you think. I know from personal experience that I never really gave food any thought to how it affected me and my performance. But once I became fat adapted and built this metabolic state to use fat for energy, I felt like a freaking god. I'm not kidding you. I had the energy levels of a kid. I could think more clearly. I was more social. It was easier for me to be happy, crack jokes on the spot. My brain processed information quicker. And the other thing is my energy was just more consistent throughout the day. I never got those blood sugar spikes where you just crash really hard all of a sudden. But the thing is, we don't follow like a strict paleo diet all the time. I mean, like you guys probably already know in the New Era of Health, it's about living a happy life where you don't feel restricted or tied down. I don't want you to have to go out to dinner and have to order a salad while your friends are eating these glorious meals. So one of the things is we apply what we call the 80-20 method. 80% of the time in the week, you eat nutrient-dense foods where it's going to help you get shredded, build strong muscle, make your body perform better on a cellular level. 20% of the time through the week, you can cheat and eat what you want. This method creates a sustainable, easy, and fun approach for eating. Now, there's a few other things we do in the New Era of Health that will tap into the power of how you are hardwired as a human. If you guys want to check out some more information on that, go check out the Fulfilled Greed Conquer program. Discover how to reprogram your genes and brain so that you feel, look, and think better than you ever have.